Today we're talking about the leaks and rumors for the upcoming 7th generation iPad. According to Japanese site Mac Otakara, the 7th generation iPad will feature the exact same housing as the 6th, but with upgraded internals.
To go along that point, Mark Gurman of Bloomberg also said that they're planning on releasing an updated version of their lower cost iPad, similar to what we saw with the Japanese site Mac Otakara. And Mark Gurman also said that there will be an upgraded processor and an increased screen size. So right now, the processor for the 6th generation iPad is the A10 Fusion chip.
Okay.
And it's said that they're going to update to the A11 Bionic chip, which we've seen on the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 10.
Another credible source is Ming Chi Koo, who claims that the new upgraded display will be 10.2 inches instead of the 9.7, which is found on all previous iPads, which is going to be a pretty nice bump. And on top of that, there's still going to be the fingerprint reader.
Yeah, it's said that Apple is not going to be going the route like we've seen on the iPad Pro with the facial ID or facial recognition, because it's more expensive, and they aim to keep this iPad at a lower cost. Some of the other things that may be remaining the same or some differences, they will be retaining the Lightning port.
Ooh, okay.
So similar to the previous iPad, it has a Lightning port, and they're not going to be upgrading to USB-C like we've seen on the iPad Pro.
Makes sense. Cheaper, more efficient. There's also going to be a headphone jack, which is very important, a 3.5mm standard headphone jack, which is always a nice inclusion.
I like the headphone jack, personally. He doesn't.
You don't even use a headphone jack when you're here in the office.
Yeah, I do. I did it today.
He's a Bluetooth. It's because he didn't charge his headphones.
Guilty's charged.
Now, it is rumored to be released alongside the new iPad Mini 5, which is going to be coming out either in March or June of this year.
So people are thinking that spring is when it's going to be unveiled. We're not sure if March 25th really counts as spring, but also the June event that Apple has is also kind of going into summer. So we're hoping sooner rather than later, but we do know that the March event is specifically focused on software and educational updates, not necessarily hardware.
Speaking of the price, this is very important. This is Apple's entry-level iPad, the iPad, which is supposed to be the one for the masses. How much is it, Nathan?
Nothing's really confirmed yet about the price, but the 6th generation iPad right now starts off at $329 on apple.com. So we are thinking that it's going to start at about the same price, if not a little bit more.
That's a pretty good price. We are expecting it to keep the 32 gigabytes of baseline storage, which is the same as a 6th generation iPad. So it's not bad. Well, those are all of the rumors that we have for the iPad 7th generation coming out this year. Let us know if you want us to look into any rumors.
And subscribe if you're new.